am backstage at Pamela Roland with Matin from Laura Mercier. How are you?
Good, very well, thank you. How are you?
So first of all, I just have to say I am a huge Laura Mercier fan.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I am wearing right now
Good,
the primer. Do not wear anything without it. My absolute favorite product. So I just had to start out with that. But so tell me a little bit about where you guys started for makeup for the Pamela Roland show.
For Pamela's look, when we met, I looked at the collection and I asked about her inspiration. Her inspiration is China, then and now, but more China today.
Right.
So she's been traveling there, and she kind of really got inspired by not only the landscape, but also the Chinese culture and the way women present themselves. For me, a China doll look is the liquid liner, red lips, white skin, black hair, but we can have black hair always. So it was that whole idea of China doll without going too cutesy with it.
Right.
I looked at the clothes. The clothes are pretty flowy. They're very romantic.
Yes.
There's a lot of tiers of materials, so it's a very soft look. So when I was looking at that, I'm kind of like, well, and the hair is kind of soft and flowy as well. Not flowy, but it has a lot of curves in it. So for me, it was, makeup has to go a little bit against the grain. Otherwise, it would look too sweet.
Exactly.
So what we did was I sent her the inspiration that I had, which was like a very thick, heavy black liner and a cherry type of red lips.
Right.
She liked a deeper red anyway. We talked about it. So I found this picture on one of my friend's Facebook page, which I love.
Oh, wow.
So I sent her that,
beautiful.
and she really loved it, and so we did a trial, and I put it on the girl, and it worked. It was beautiful.
And so this is really, I mean, it's such a classic look. It's a very timeless look. So it's really something that a woman could do at home.
Absolutely. I mean, they probably don't exaggerate so much on the eyes.
Right.
But they can do a softer version of that eye and absolutely wear it out.
So how would you do a softer version of that eye?
Just thinner line. The exact same thing. And I would, to keep the eyeliner modern, I would keep it from winging.
Okay.
So you'd go out and up instead of just up this way. So that would always help to keep the look a little bit more modern. And what I did with the skin, we paled up the skin a little bit to give that porcelain look.
Right.
Kind of put a little bit,
skin.
put a little bit of concealer on the eyebrows, just a touch to kind of make it disappear. To kind of make it disappear, and so it's not so prominent. Like otherwise, with a liner and heavy brows, it can look very 50s and 60s. So just to modernize it, just lightened up the brow, lightened up the skin. And then just like a very graphic black line.
So which black liner did you use?
I used the caviar black.
The caviar black, okay.
And then, I mean, everything is very simple. It's just foundation, concealer. I use the eye basics on the eyes, so it's almost like an eye foundation.
Right.
There's no textures, there's no powders, there's no highlights. It's a very simple look.
Yeah.
So it's just lips and eyes. And the lips, I use that color called Sangria.
Ooh, this is one of my favorites.
It's such a good
it's
red.
Beautiful.
And then a scarlet tint on top of it.
So I mean, and this is something this is going to look good on basically every skin tone.
Anyone can do that.
I mean, it doesn't matter what skin tone you have, this color can work.
The only thing that I would do for every day on women that are very shy with color, they can use this, the scarlet as a stain. It's very sheer, so they can just kind of pout and put it on, and it goes on like this.
Right, so that's a great
daytime
the
look of it without,
Right, so it's not being so dramatic, right? But at a nighttime look, if you want to go for it, really go for it. Yeah.
And then for the daytime also, if you want to do red lips and you don't feel like wearing too much makeup, you can just do the skin very clean with absolutely nothing. I mean, we're talking about even skip the mascara and put on a red lips. And it's a very modern, beautiful look.
Yeah, that's so modern, so beautiful. Yeah, that's stunning. So what advice would you give just the real modern, working woman or the mom about makeup? I mean, coming from someone who does makeup for, a million different people, has been in the industry, very well known and respected. What advice would you give, us modern, real women?
For me, the most important thing is to make the skin look perfect. So if you take your time in the morning to just do your skin, then you can, throughout the day, you do the skin, a little lip gloss and mascara, seriously, for the morning when you go to work. And then at lunch you can build a little bit, and then for dinner you can build a little more. To me, once you get the skin perfect and do it right, then the entire day you don't have to worry about your makeup.
That's great.
That's
so what are your favorite products for skin?
Primer, as we said.
Primer?
I mean, that's really, it's a must-have, and it's a must-do every day. It makes such a difference.
It really does.
Primer, a good foundation that matches your skin. Secret Camouflage is your best friend, and you carry that with you.
Yes.
So whenever you need touch-ups, that's what you do. Translucent powder. It's these 4 steps, you can do anything with that.
Exactly. So 4 easy steps, and
4 steps
you're
that would literally
set for the day.
Should not take more than 8 minutes in the morning.
Love
and
it.
once you know how to do it, it's a very easy thing.
Exactly. And then you've got a foundation.
And then you're done. You
can
have
build
gorgeous
on that.
skin. Yeah, you can just go out and then you can do whatever you want with your makeup.
That's
for the rest
great.
of it.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, and
Such a
congratulations.
pleasure to meet you.
Beautiful,
Thank you.
beautiful look. Thank